Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for all coming on behalf of our organization, our foundation, Human Development and Social Society. Many of you have traveled halfway around the world to join us today to share your thoughts and ideas about the coup attempt in Turkey. We are honored today that the spokesperson of the President's Office, Dr. Ibrahim Kalın, has joined us. I am sure many of you have met him personally or are familiar with him through his interviews and publications. We are also very fortunate to have Dr. Esra Albayrak with us. Dr. Albayrak lived through the terrible events on the night when she and her family were direct target of the terrorists. Dear friends, the idea of holding this event with the NGOs from Muslim countries or NGOs formed by the Muslims in the West emerged less than 3 months ago. The first meeting we had with the organizing committee was on the 19th of August. In this short time, everyone has worked hard to put together this organization. Of course, with any organization of this magnitude, in such limited time of planning, there is bound to be some errors. In this particular event, most of these mistakes are down to me, and please allow me to apologize to you. I originally planned to make a more comprehensive speech about events prior, during, and after the failed coup. However, I have the luxury that I can leave some of these aspects to the speakers who will take the floor after me. Dr. Albayrak and Dr. Kalın both experienced the night of the coup from a different aspect than the rest of us and have insights and that are very, very valuable. Dear friends, there are two different perspectives from which we should examine the events of July the 15th. The first is that the coup was not only directed against the ruling party, AK Party. It was not carried out merely because of some military personnel were unhappy with the AK Party policies. This coup was planned long before AK Party had even been established. The terrorist organization behind the coup was created and bred to be used in this way one day. Second perspective is that the reaction of the Turkish people on the night of 15th July is a unique example of defeating threats against democracy and defending the elected leader and the country. This example has never been seen before in history, and the Turkish people's reaction on July the 15th demonstrated to the world that the will, determination, courage, and sincerity of the people can actually overcome tanks or fighter jets. These two perspectives we will be exploring in depth in the panels we are going to hold this afternoon. The Fethullah terror organization, among many things, is also a unique cabal in modern history. Disguised as a religious community whose sole aims to spread education, peace, and dialogue, this organization was actually aimed at seizing power in Turkey from its very inception. The large number of videos released of Gülen speaking in this way only underline the fact. To disguise such nefarious intentions behind the religion of Islam is the height of treachery. To use Islam as a front for making connections with military and intelligence agencies is something most people would never contemplate. Yet, this was the modus operandi for this organization. The basic strategy for this organization seems to be to deceive, to conspire, to lie, and to use any means to meet the end result. There are many lessons we can learn from the events on the following of 15th of July. Although the coup attempt was carried out in Turkey, it is clear that the threat planned and posed by this group is not limited to Turkey, but it is international. The Fethullah terrorist organization has spread throughout the world, setting up schools and businesses wherever it sees an opening. Through these schools, the organization makes contact with high-ranking statesmen, leading businessmen, and opinion makers. None of the schools set up by this organization are established to help poor, the downtrodden, the needy. In every country throughout the world, they target students who are children of wealthy and influential parents. Although the coup attempt of the July the 15th was defeated by the people of Turkey, the efforts of the Fethullah Gülen terrorist organization continue throughout the world. There is a strong perception management campaign being waged by this group outside of Turkey. They twist and distort the reality of what is going on in this country to make it appear as if democracy has died, the state is oppressive, and the freedoms have been wrenched from the hands of the people. Following the coup, the government declared a state of emergency. When the fighter jets bomb the parliament, when tanks run over people, and when there is an assassination attempt on the president of the country, the only response can be to declare state of emergency and to find those responsible. The fact that the Fethullah terror organization has spent 40 years infiltrating every branch of the government, civil society, and major businesses means that finding those who supported and facilitated the coup will be no easy task. But if this is not done thoroughly, the threat to democracy in the region cannot be eliminated. Over the next 2 days, we will hear from the variety of speakers. During the sessions today, we will hear some keynote speeches from the very eminent people. We will also hear from witnesses, that is, from people who were out on the street on the night of the July the 15th. They will tell us in their own words what they have been through. In the afternoon, the coup attempt will be examined in detail. Tomorrow, it will be time to look to the future. We will be able to explore the possibilities of forming a platform which will enable us to share knowledge and experience. This is an important part of this conference. We, the inhabitants of the Muslim world, be in the West or in the East, have been subjected to so many provocations and conspiracies, have been the victim of perception management and direct assaults. It's time to wake up and come together. It is hoped that this event, which we are holding today in Istanbul, will open new doors for all of us. As I bring this speech to an end, I would like to thank everyone who worked so hard to hold this event. A special thanks to our sponsors. Without their support, this event could not have happened. Thank you.